Good morning, everyone. Life has a way of showing us exactly who we are. Every choice we make, every step we take, it tells a story. And if you want to change your story, you've got to start with your habits. One of the most important changes, today I want to talk about 5 simple habits. Habits so small, so doable, yet so powerful, they can change your life forever. Not just today, not just next week, but forever. 1, start your day with purpose. The first habit, start your day like it matters, because it does. When you wake up, don't let the world decide how your day will go. You decide. Take 5 minutes, just 5 minutes, to set an intention. Ask yourself, what do I want to achieve today? Who do I want to be? Because how you start your day is how you live your life. 2, embrace discipline. Let me tell you something. Discipline is the bridge between where you are and where you want to be. It's not about being perfect. It's about being consistent. Do one thing every day that pushes you closer to your goals. Just one thing. The magic isn't in the size of the step. It's in the fact that you take it day after day, no matter how you feel. 3, guard your mind. Now this one is big. Your mind is sacred ground. Protect it. Watch what you allow in. Who are you listening to? What are you watching? Negativity is like weeds. It grows fast and takes over everything if you let it. Surround yourself with people and environments that inspire you, lift you, and challenge you to be better. Number 5, 10 demands for your time. Despair is like weeds. It grows fast and takes over everything if you let it. 4, learn something new every day. The moment you stop learning is the moment you stop growing. And if you're not growing, you're dying. So make it a habit to learn something new every single day. Read a book, listen to a podcast, ask questions. Be a student of life, because life has so much to teach you if you're willing to listen. 5, express gratitude daily. Gratitude. It's the simplest thing, but it's also the most powerful. Every night, before you go to bed, think about 3 things you're grateful for. Not big things. Small things, a smile from a stranger, a roof over your head, food on your table. Gratitude turns what you have into enough, and it opens the door for more blessings to come. Now listen closely, because this is the most important part. These habits, they're not magic. They're not quick fixes. They're seeds, and seeds don't grow overnight. But if you water them, if you nurture them, if you stay patient, one day you'll look around and realize your life is unrecognizable. And when that day comes, you'll smile, because you'll know it wasn't luck. It wasn't chance. It was you. You did the work. You made the choice. So start today, 5 habits, 5 steps, and watch how your life changes forever. When you wake up each morning, it's not just the start of a new day, it's an opportunity. A blank canvas waiting for you to paint the life you want. But here's the truth. If you don't take control of that first moment, the world will do it for you. The notifications, the emails, the noise, they'll pull you in 100 directions before you've even had a chance to think. They'll drag you down the path. That's why the first few minutes of your day are sacred. It's your time to set the tone, to decide who you're going to be and how you're going to show up. Before you pick up your phone, before you answer to the world, take a moment to answer to yourself. Take 5 minutes, sit in stillness, breathe, and ask yourself one question. What do I want to achieve today? Not just in terms of tasks, but in the kind of energy you bring. When you start your day with intention, you're telling the universe, I'm in charge. You're taking ownership of your life instead of letting life happen to you. Maybe it's a prayer, maybe it's journaling, maybe it's just sipping your coffee in silence while you map out your day in your mind. It doesn't have to be complicated, it just has to be deliberate. Because when you start your day with purpose, you're not just setting goals, you're aligning yourself with the person you want to become. And when you make that choice every morning, day after day, you'll find that your life begins to reflect the clarity, focus, and direction you've cultivated in those quiet moments. That's the power of beginning your day with intention. It's small, it's simple, but it's transformational. What's your transformational? Discipline is the foundation of every great achievement. It's not flashy, and it's not always fun, but it's the quiet force that turns dreams into reality. Here's the thing. Success doesn't come from one big leap. It's not about massive breakthroughs or overnight wins. It comes from the small, consistent actions you choose to take every single day. It's waking up and doing the work, even when you don't feel like it. It's showing up for yourself when the excitement has worn off and the grind feels heavy. Discipline isn't about motivation. It's about commitment. Motivation fades, but discipline stays because it's rooted in a deeper purpose, a belief that the effort you're putting in today is building something bigger for tomorrow. Think about this. A single drop of water can carve through stone, not because of its power, but because of its persistence. That's how discipline works. It's not about doing everything all at once. It's about doing the right things consistently, even when the results aren't immediate. It's saying, I'm going to make this choice right now, knowing that every choice adds up. And that's what success is working toward. It's about consistency. The beauty of discipline is that it builds momentum. The more you practice it, the easier it becomes. And as you stay consistent, you start to see changes. Not just in your circumstances, but in yourself. You become stronger, more resilient, more confident. You realize that discipline isn't restrictive, it's freeing. It frees you from regret, from wondering what if, because you know you gave your best. Discipline is about taking one step at a time, knowing that every step matters. It's not perfection, it's persistence. And when you embrace it, you discover that the small, deliberate actions you take today can lead to extraordinary transformations tomorrow. Your mind is your most valuable asset. It's the control center of your life, and what you allow into it will shape everything about you, your thoughts, your decisions, and ultimately your destiny. That's why guarding your mind is not just important, it's essential. We live in a world full of noise, negativity, distractions, opinions, and influences that are constantly fighting for your attention. If you're not careful, those things will take root in your mind and dictate the way you think and act. Think of your mind like a garden. If you let weeds grow unchecked, they'll choke out the flowers. The same is true with your thoughts. If you allow toxic influences to settle in, they'll overshadow the positivity and potential within you. Guarding your mind means being intentional about what you consume and who you surround yourself with. Pay attention to the conversations you engage in, the media you watch, the social media you scroll through. Are they lifting you up, inspiring you, challenging you to grow? Or are they draining you, filling you with doubt, fear, and negativity? It's not just about cutting out the bad, it's about replacing it with the good. Surround yourself with people who believe in you, who push you to be better. Feed your mind with books, podcasts, and experiences that expand your perspective and help you grow. Protect your focus like it's gold, because it is. Distractions will come, but you have the power to choose what you let in and what you block out. When you guard your mind, you're creating space for clarity, creativity, and confidence to thrive. You're giving yourself the freedom to think big, to dream without limits, and to take action without hesitation. Remember, The thoughts you allow to live in your mind will determine the life you live, so guard it fiercely. What you plan in your mind today will be the reality you live tomorrow. Growth is a journey, not a destination, and one of the most powerful ways to keep growing is to learn something new every day. Life is an endless classroom, filled with lessons waiting to be discovered. But it's up to you to show up, to stay curious, and to seek out knowledge wherever you can find it. Every day offers an opportunity to expand your mind, to challenge your perspective, and to add value to yourself. It doesn't have to be grand or time-consuming. It could be a single idea from a book, a new word in a different language, or a conversation with someone who has a story to share. The point is to never settle, to never believe that you've learned enough, or that you already know everything you need to succeed. Learning keeps you sharp. It keeps you engaged with the world around you. It reminds you that there's always more to discover, always more to strive for. The moment you stop learning, you stop growing. And when you stop growing, you begin to stagnate. That's not what you're here for. You're here to evolve, to push boundaries, to be better today than you were yesterday. And you do this by learning, Dan, and understanding the minute you find yourself where you are. And then determining to strive, to make. But learning isn't just about absorbing information, it's about applying it. Take what you learn and put it into action. Try it, test it, use it to solve a problem, to improve a skill, or to help someone else. That's when learning truly becomes powerful, when it moves from your mind to your life. Be a student of the world, ask questions, be curious. Approach every experience, every failure, and every success as a chance to learn something new. When you commit to this habit, you'll find that the more you learn, the more possibilities open up to you. You'll grow not just in knowledge, but in confidence and capability, because every piece of wisdom you gain equips you to handle whatever comes your way, intersected with what matters most to you. Confidence, clarity, beliefs, core values. And when you make learning a daily practice, you're not just changing your mind, you're changing your life. Gratitude is one of the simplest yet most transformative habits you can adopt. It has the power to shift your perspective, reframe your struggles, and remind you of the abundance in your life, no matter how big or small. When you make gratitude a daily practice, you're not just acknowledging the good, you're creating space for more good to come. And every day, life gives you something to be grateful for. It doesn't have to be grand or dramatic. It could be the warmth of the sun on your face, the sound of laughter, or even the fact that you woke up to see another day. Gratitude is about noticing those moments and choosing to celebrate them. It's about focusing on what you have instead of what you lack, on what's going right instead of what's going wrong. Focus to get Lazarus. Focus to focus on what's going wrong. But gratitude isn't just a feeling, it's an action. It's taking a moment to reflect, to write it down, to speak it out loud. Maybe it's telling someone thank you for their kindness or their presence in your life. Maybe it's simply sitting quietly at the end of the day and thinking about 3 things that made you smile. It doesn't take much time, but it has a profound impact. Meditation may be ritual or habit-driven practice, but meditation is an act of taking time. When you practice gratitude consistently, something amazing happens. You start to see life differently. Challenges don't feel as overwhelming because you're reminded of what you still have. Small victories feel sweeter because you've learned to appreciate them. Gratitude rewires your mind to focus on the positive, and in doing so, it creates a sense of contentment and peace that's hard to shake. Second, gratitude creates prosperity and peace that's hard to shake. And here's the beautiful part. Gratitude is contagious. When you express it, you inspire others to do the same. It creates a ripple effect, spreading positivity and kindness in ways you might not even realize. It's a journey, as my grandfather would say, a loved one's. So stay beautiful, stay strong. So every day, take a moment to be grateful for the people in your life, for the lessons you've learned, for the opportunities ahead. Gratitude isn't just about acknowledging the past or the present. It's about inviting more good into your future. When you live with gratitude, you're telling the world, I am ready to receive more. And trust me, the world always listens. Giving back is one of the most powerful ways to bring meaning and fulfillment into your life. It's about recognizing that life isn't just about what you can achieve or accumulate, it's about the impact you can have on others. When you give, you're not just helping someone else, you're also transforming yourself. Giving back doesn't have to be extravagant or complicated. It can be as simple as a kind word, a helping hand, or taking the time to listen when someone needs to be heard. It could be sharing your knowledge, supporting a cause, or just showing up for the people around you. Small acts of kindness often have the biggest impact, and you might never fully realize how much your actions mean to someone else. When you give to others, you create a ripple effect. Your generosity inspires them to pay it forward, and before you know it, your single act of kindness has touched lives you've never even met. That's the beauty of giving. It multiplies. And what's even more powerful is the way it transforms your perspective. It shifts your focus from what can I get to what can I give. And that simple shift changes everything. Giving also reminds you of the abundance in your own life. When you share what you have, whether it's your time, your resources, or your energy, you realize how much you already possess. Gratitude grows when you give, and with it comes a deeper sense of purpose and connection. But giving back isn't just about what you do for others. It's about who you become in the process. It's about developing empathy, compassion, and a sense of responsibility for the world around you. It's about realizing that we're all connected, and the more we lift each other up, the stronger we all become. So look for ways to give back, no matter how small they may seem. Whether it's helping a stranger, mentoring someone, volunteering your time, or simply being there for a friend, your efforts matter. The world needs more people willing to give, to serve, to make a difference. And when you choose to give back, you're not just changing someone else's life, you're changing your own. Staying committed to the journey is about embracing the process, not just the destination. It's about understanding that real change, real growth, doesn't happen overnight. It's the result of consistent effort, patience, and resilience over time. The path may not always be easy, but it's in the journey where you discover your strength, your character, and your purpose. There will be moments when the progress feels slow, when the results seem far away, and when doubts start to creep in. But commitment means showing up anyway. It's about reminding yourself why you started, even when the road ahead feels uncertain. It's about trusting that every small step, every effort you make, is moving you closer to where you want to be. It's about doing what you do, the imperative to accumulate, to grow, the precedent to follow. The truth is, the journey isn't always going to look the way you imagined. There will be twists and turns, setbacks and surprises. But those moments aren't failures, they're lessons. They're opportunities to grow, to adapt, and to build resilience. Staying committed means being willing to learn from those challenges instead of giving up when things get tough. It's also about celebrating the small wins along the way. Too often, we're so focused on the big goals that we forget to appreciate the progress we're making. Every step forward, no matter how small, is a step in the right direction. Acknowledge it, celebrate it, let it fuel you to keep going. Staying committed to the journey also requires faith, not just in the process, but in yourself. You have to believe that you're capable, that you're worthy of the goals you're chasing, and that the work you're putting in will pay off. This belief is what keeps you moving, even when the results aren't immediately visible. Now, remember, the journey is where life happens. It's where you grow, where you discover your purpose, and where you become the person you're meant to be. So stay the course. Be patient with yourself. Trust the process. Because when you look back, you'll realize that it wasn't just about reaching the destination. It was about everything you gained and became along the way. Thank you. Zamera.